Gaming leads to solitude and outsiderness. Do you agree? Let me tell you about Mats. Born with an uncurable muscular disease, he would die young. His parents' biggest concern was that Mats wouldn't be allowed to live a full life, to experience love and friendship, that he would be a solitary outsider. When Mats got wheelchair-bound, he used to sit and watch the other kids climb trees, ride their bicycles. He found salvation in Game Boy, the Pong, the Blip, and the Blop of Super Mario, jumping on mushrooms. Needed some concentration and gave him a sense of mastery. When things got tough during middle school, Mats found a way out of his misery: online gaming. It is not a screen, he said, it is a gate to our hearts. While Mats was living his parallel life, all his parents saw were the games, the entertainment, a waste of time. They didn't see friendship. They didn't see mastery, love, trust, and the respect that came out of it. On Mats' 18th birthday, a package arrived from the Netherlands. It was from his gaming buddy and girlfriend, Lisette. This is what she sent. A drawing of herself standing close together with Ibelin, one of Mats' avatars. This drawing contains everything Mats wanted: a normal life, a girlfriend, affection. When Mats passed away, his father posted a message on his son's blog. It was read by more than 3,000 people from 16 nations. Some of them left heartfelt and moving comments. 5 of them came to the funeral. One of them was Anne, a 62-year-old psychologist from England. She knew of a teacher who would turn to Mats whenever she had a bad day. He always knew how to comfort her. Mats had a gift of inspiring others through his intuitive insight and deep compassion. Mats had not been lonely. Mats had not been an outsider. Friendships and relationships are only built through physical meetings. True or false? Michael is a military veteran. One late Sunday night on his way back to the barracks, his car broke down. Most of us would simply call a road assistance service. Not so Michael. As a military officer, he is trained in solving problems, preferably by himself. He wrote a message on Discord to a person he had met through gaming and who happened to live in that area. His gaming friend showed up with jumper cables and they managed to start the car. They have been friends ever since. According to Michael, building relationships is easier online than the traditional way. Everyone in the game has a common interest. It's easier to build relations online, he says. There is no way gaming could be used as a painkiller, right? Philip's knee problems cause him excruciating pain from time to time. At one stage, the pain was so unbearable, Philip asked his doctor to amputate his leg. The doctor found that a bit drastic and told him maybe you should try something else first. Maybe you should start gaming. Gaming as a prescription medicine. What is the world coming to? The doctor believed that the physical pain could be relieved by deceiving the pain center in the brain. It worked. Philip still has both his legs. That's quite spectacular. So why do we have all these negative prejudices about gaming and gamers? People have always been skeptical to new inventions, especially if they involve media that we think will mess up our kids. In the 1950s, educators and parents were worried about cartoons. An American psychologist claimed that comics led to youth crime. Well, I grew up reading Donald Duck every week. I did not end up killing my granny. 20-odd years ago, a Norwegian prime minister called for international regulations of the internet. He believed it had to be subject to democratic governance because there was a free flow of pornography, racism, homosexuality, and blasphemy. Today, we can laugh at these moral debates. We see them as naive, that people didn't understand the full potential of those media. I work with people who face the problems that I've mentioned. Solitude, lack of friendship, physical pain, and many more. And it is because of this. Not literally, but symbolically. I work with veterans who have been deployed to international operations. Some of them feel like they have left the tribe. They feel like outsiders. They haven't returned mentally. Some of them are afraid of crowded spaces. After 40 plus years actually, in the Norwegian Armed Forces, including being deployed for more than 3 years to Lebanon, the Balkans, Afghanistan, I know a thing or two about what it feels like to come home from a combat operation. I now lead an interest organization working for veterans. We offer a body support program, and we help veterans keep in touch with their colleagues that they have been deployed with. During the pandemic, we saw that some of these problems increased. And we felt the urgency to do something about it. The commanding officer of the Norwegian Cyber Defense Force told me they had started a gaming project as a recreational activity. I started thinking, maybe I should use gaming as a platform in veterans' work. But first, I needed to change my mind about gaming because I'm not a gamer myself. I had to find out how it could help veterans, not just as a bit of fun and recreation. I thought that the average gamer was a 16-year-old boy with pimples, sitting in front of his computer with a Coca-Cola in one hand and the other hand in a bag of chips. I was wrong. I was wrong. Research shows that the average gamer is a female aged 38. I know the stories I've told you are all about men, but that's not the point. The point is that more people, and a broader part of people, are gamers. It is estimated that 1.8 million Norwegians are into some sort of gaming. 1/3 of the population. Just look around. Chances are you're sitting next to one. Chances are you are one. I've also learned that gamers, serious gamers, have a strict regime. Healthy nutrition, recuperation, and physical training are essential elements of their lives. So much for Coca-Cola and potato chips. Gamers' brains collect information faster and are therefore able to solve problems and take decisions quicker. Gamers' motor skills are impressive. They are measured at a whopping 400 movements per minute on keyboard and mouse, 4 times higher than the average person. A gamer's heart rate is that of an athlete, between 160 to 180 beats per minute. Depending on the game, I think it's possible to connect people across ages. To me, that is important. I would like to include the families in our project because support from the family is the best way to help a veteran. You have heard my stories about people to whom gaming has meant a lot. In addition, I have seen brothers in arms linking up after 10 to 15 years, creating networks, further developing their social skills. One of the team members of a winning team said, "It's interesting to see a veterans organization aiming at gaming." I believe that more people will find that gaming can contribute to a stronger community and an even stronger contact. And at the same time, many may get to wrestle with new waters, new maps, and perhaps even find a new hobby. The next tournament is planned for January. We have already invited our veteran colleagues from the Nordic countries. This is just the beginning. I don't think that we have fully exploited the potential of gaming yet. We will continue to explore the possibilities in support of our veterans. Thank you.